This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to downtown Minneapolis at Huntington Bank Stadium, the home field of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 10 team of the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That's one of the more impressive drives that I've seen in a long time. They did not throw the football. And this running back got behind that big offensive line, just moved the ball all the way down the field, and then finally into the end zone. That is very discouraging for this defense.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage. It makes for it. It's a short return to make the tackle at 25. But what a play for this defense. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Could take it all the way. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big...
It is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Across the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A crucial pick six. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On first down, it's play action. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Caught for a completion. Where was the defense on that play?
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Handoff in a single back formation.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He could go. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, you got 3rd down. The offense has the advantage here on 3rd down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion, but this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back, but it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks into the clear. What a catch and run by the sophomore there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offense.
The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Slides the quick throw. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave them back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now, with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback dropping back. Finds his target, and it's complete. An outstanding catch and run by the freshman.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking for a gap. It's Downs. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, I don't know about the call here. 3rd down and short. They decide to go downfield. Ends up not working out. And now a big call coming up here on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And that one falls incomplete. That'll do it for quarter number 1. And it's Minnesota in front here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Here we go.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
1st down and 10 now.
Easy.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
End zone ahead. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Extending the play now. Picks up the first and is still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw to the left. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and...
Touchdown, Sooners. They capped the drive with 6 points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop? Give this hot offense the football back.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Minnesota offense takes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Play action here on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Makes a quick catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch!
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers with 1st and 10 here.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the first half already.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
He'll field the punt, and he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. We'll see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. On the read. Breaking tackles. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just wrecked.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's running out of time here. Grabbed by the receiver. Great move in the open field. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
This time it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Downs. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. It's caught. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Offense is back on the field, eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single...
Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. And the Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver makes the catch. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets it rip. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
A 1st down pass attempt. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Running out of time in the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense takes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught quickly. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
That's a nice catch along the sideline, but he gains nothing.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down, but it's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a 3rd down stop.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. And the Golden Gophers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball and hits the left side. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Short pass finds the tight end. And we're able to get him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always been offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll try a pass here. Football comes out. The defense scoops it up. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do. They're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Hey, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. The receiver makes the catch. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved in catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
1st down and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's a quick grab. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a receiver. Makes a quick grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And that completion puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On the run, he'll let it go. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Pressure is coming. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this quarterback continues to play great football. Really, it's been a complete package of throwing and running and scrambling. Here, another example of that with a nice run.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Play action fake. Looking to throw.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's got it! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Sooners offense is back on the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Defense is coming after him. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Finds his man. It's Downs. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Grab behind the line. It's Downs. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Finds room at the 30. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. The receiver grabs it. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket, looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. And on the offense, we'll call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Now the pass rush gets home. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, I love what this defense is doing right now, working with a 2-possession lead, essentially telling the offense, hey, we'll give you those underneath throws. We'll allow those short gains. Not going to give any shots downfield, and we're going to tackle you inbounds to keep that clock moving.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to pass. It's Carter. And the trickery does not work there, and now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for this here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Working clock with the ground game. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. The shotgun running play call. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games.